many great sound bites over the years. Do you have a favorite one?
I think my back and forth with Patrick Waugh was really great. Two iconic guys going at it, playoffs. I just undressed him in a goal, and then got tripped in a breakaway the next game, and him saying he would have stopped me after he just got his jock just wrenched into the stands the day before, and we just had a good back and forth. But he's arguably one of the best goaltenders in the history of the game, definitely the top three. But those quote that he would have stopped me. I just want to know where he was in Game 3. Probably getting his jock out of the stands out of the Raptors United Center, maybe.
I can't really have heard what Jeremy says because I got my 2 Stanley Cup rings plugged in my ear.
Those were good banters back and forth. I think the bantering with the National Hockey League when I got carved up complaining about the refs, that's always an iconic moment, regardless whether the league liked it or not. It was the challenge and challenging the powers, which I always like to do. But it's I did a lot of really cool things with in television where I promoted the game, did a lot of great charity stuff to promote the game. So even though I was a loudmouth, even though I was very honest and very sometimes controversial, I did way more good and brought way more positive attention than I did negative attention. And sometimes people just don't like certain people that rock the boat or are outside the box. And I didn't want to be one of the normal guys inside that just spoke in cliches that were boring to listen to in an interview. I mean, I saw an interview with that Seattle Kraken defenseman, I think his name is Larson, the other day in intermission. He's standing down in the runway in between intermission, and it was one of the worst interviews I've ever listened to. I mean, when you talk about monotone, not saying anything of substance, nothing that made me smile and I just think these kids need to be taught how to give good interview instead of just being just dull and boring and bland and just it's you can predict what the predictable, very, very predictable.
He said he doesn't see it. I mean, what the hell is he looking at? You have to take responsibility for the way that they referee. National Hockey League has to step in and tell these guys to open up their eyes. I mean, it's ridiculous. And wake up already. It's a joke. Wake up. NHL, wake up.
The game was so much more entertaining when you were playing JR. You brought that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the National Hockey League really it preaches to its teams. It preaches team first, squeaky clean image. Don't put yourself ahead of the team. Which are all good things, but they also have to sell tickets, and they also have to bring in revenue, and personalities bring in revenue. And you always see the guys that are the most personable, at least the most outgoing, seem to be the ones that get left out of certain things. Now, there's a reason PK Subban's not playing right now. It's not because he can't play the game.
Yeah, that's for sure. With dance moves like you've shown over the years, how come you haven't been on Dancing with the Stars?
I actually was asked to do Dancing with the Stars, but it was about a month. It was a month after I took my television job and different networks. So I was asked to do Dancing with the Stars. I was asked to do Amazing Race and then the Survivor.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, so I was asked to do a lot of those different shows, and just never had time to do it because my real jobs have gotten away.
That's my dream. My dream is to be on Survivor. I've actually made like videos and applied for it. It's many times. Had to make it funny one too.
Very cool. Very cool.
JR,
go ahead.
Who are some of the toughest guys you fought or dropped the gloves with back in the day?
Well, if you look at the list of people that I fought, it's an extensive, tough one. I fought Martin McSorley twice. Unfortunately, I fought Bob Probert because he attacked me, but I still fought him. I fought Craig Berube. I fought Mark Bell twice, who was 6'4", very tough kid. Fought my good old buddy up there in Toronto, Darcy Tucker, a couple times.
Did you ever fight Sean Avery?
No, never fought Sean. Sean was actually on my team, and Sean and I got along. I think I'm one of the few people. I'm probably one of the few people that Sean ever liked in the National Hockey League. Myself and Brett Hall, we were very good friends, very similar personalities, right? I think the best fight I ever had though was against Scott Walker there in Vancouver. You go on YouTube and see my fight with Scott Walker right there in Vancouver was probably my best fight that I've had. And he hit me with some bombs, but I didn't waver.
Yeah. Do you have a Gino story other than signing autographs the same day last month?
Yeah. Listen, you just talk about a great character guy, a guy that everybody wants in his team, a guy that overcame odds to play in the National Hockey League. I never fought him. I was always at a first row seat to see some of his fights when he fought either Stu Grimson or Cam Russell or somebody like that with the Hawks. But I love Gino. I think he's pure class, man.
Perfect. We're going to use that clip when we get him back on.
Yeah, he's awesome. I think he's great.
Do you think, JR, there's still a place in the game today for a little bit of that tough stuff, or what's your thought?
I always think so. I think it keeps the game honest.
I agree.
I think one of the things that I haven't liked over the last few years is you take out the instigator role and you have idiots running around just hitting people because that's all they can do. They're instigators. They try to create havoc. They drive people crazy. They actually endanger a lot of other players by the way that they play. And then there's no accountability for their actions. Right. And I agree. Yeah, I don't think we need fights like we used to have every day, but I think there is something about a good tilt every once in a while. And sometimes guys have to be accountable for the way that they play. And when you do something stupid, it's good to get some retribution for sure.
For sure.
Do you still have any side effects from concussions? Like I fell and hit my head and had concussions from hockey over the years, and I'm starting to see things slipping.
I'm pretty good. I feel I'm pretty good. I'm in great shape in terms of my body. I don't have too many side effects. I mean, listen, I forget a lot of things. My memory is not as good, but I do turn 53 years old next week. So getting older comes with age, but I take care of myself. I've done some concussion treatments to make sure that my brain stays healthy. And, and I do make sure that I work out every single day, and I enjoy life a lot, but I definitely make sure that I do the right thing to take care of myself.
You still got that good flow, JR.
I do have good hair. It's one thing I've been blessed with. It's getting a little long though. I'm getting the mullet going again.
There you go.
Yeah. My helmet would look good on me right now.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could look like this guy.
Yeah, a little Darren Pang look. That's not bad either.
That's just it. Hey, if you were an animal, what animal would you be?
I've been asked this question before, and that's a tough one for me. Everybody likes to be the king of the jungle, right? Everybody wants to be the dominant, that dominant creature. For me, though, I think if I had a choice, I'd probably want to be a bald eagle. I'd want to be somebody that could be on top of everything and kind of see everything, and kind of untouchable. Still a very, very dominant figure, but something that
proud American as well.
I think, soaring above the clouds, man, being the A-type predator from the sky. That's probably would be what I would choose, an American bald eagle.
So we always ask that question because my answer to that would be a dolphin, because I look like a dolphin because I'm bald with no hair and a nose.
Well, you're halfway there. Grow some fins, man. You're gonna be good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like me and Tim Hunter had a nose off one time. We both were comparing our noses. Yeah.
Hey, JR.
Yeah.